Hello, everybody.
Donnie.
Hey, and welcome to the Sam and Ryan channel. My name is Sam.
My name is Ryan.
And the stars aligned and pushed this video to you.
Ooh.
Today, we are going to be talking about astrology.
It's definitely real, and I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm excited. If you are new here, this is the intelligent drinking game, and here is how it works.
Tell us, Sam.
Step 1, we pick a topic.
Astrology.
Step 2, we ask a question.
You'll see what they are soon.
Then we take a shot.
Of Jose Cuervo, the official sponsor of the Sam and Ryan channel.
Not sponsored.
But you could be, Jose. You could be, and we tell you about it every time, and you never write back.
We have our business email in our About page.
Like, I don't understand. We've spent so much money on you, Jose. It's time to pump that back into our economy, you know what I'm saying?
Then we answer the question, and as we progress in the video, the questions will get harder, deeper, and
we'll get
drunker. For your entertainment.
Yep, we only drink for your entertainment.
Let's begin.
Can't wait. What's that first question? Oh, I should probably pour all the drinks and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Sort of a crucial part to the game. Stop it.
Oh my god.
They're thinner.
That is so scary.
I mean, okay, you can take a bop out. Like,
a little baby shark.
You said baby shart. Baby.
I meant to say, I was combining shot and shark.
I know I was there. I know what you were doing. You heard it here first. Who wants baby shark merch? I do.
Question number 1. What is your sign?
Hard. Starting with the hard ones.
Mm-hmm. Take 3 seconds to guess what our signs are in the comments down below. Were you correct? We're going to find out.
Let's find out.
What's your sign?
I am a Gemini.
I am a Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Aquarius rising. My Mercury and Venus are both in Leo.
You don't know all this.
Yeah, I do. My Mercury and Venus are... I know my birth chart. I find it so fascinating. We'll get to more questions and you can freak out about what I think, but I'm a Cancer, basically. If you're unfamiliar with...
Cancer on intelligence, you mean, or... Oh!
The slander.
The sicky burn. That was pretty fast.
I know, that was pretty quick. If you are new to astrology or just have like a base level understanding, most people just know their sun sign. I'll give you the actual definition of what a sun sign is.
Oh, good, yes.
Let me check my CoStar app. The sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life. It's the core of who you are, and it's the sign you're most likely already to know. That's just where you like put in your birth date, and it gives you your sun sign. It tends to be the top one.
The sun is based on like basically the month you were born. Not exactly, but basically.
I believe basically. Yeah. Next question. Ryan already hates this conversation. Also, Daddy, Bailey is not with us at the studio today because she was a little nervous wreck last time.
Yeah.
What is Bailey's sign?
She October 1st, right? Wait, no, November 1st.
Well, it's not just the month. Sometimes people are like split middle of the month. She's a Scorpio. Cool. Now we know that. All right.
I drink to forget my dog's star sign.
Sun sign. Question number 2. Do you believe in astrology? I wonder what Ryan's answer is going to be.
Can I go first just to put a finer point on this? No, I'm kidding. I mean, but no, but not really. Okay. Cue the song. There's some limes in my teeth. There's some limes in my teeth. I think if you are positive that the whole answer to the universe is God and Jesus and Mary, you're crazy. There is so much margin of error. The fact that you have belief in those convictions is completely fine, but you have to at least acknowledge that there is almost certainly so much more to what is beyond us. And that's the exact same way that I feel about astrology. I feel that astrology is a religion in the sense that you are believing in something that is mystic, unexplainable, and probability-wise almost certainly not true. but you're choosing to believe in it anyway. And who would I be to knock someone for having convictions in that, considering that no one knows the answer to any of these questions? However, I do think that it's a little crazy in the same way that someone will say, like, well, Jesus told me to tell you, or the stars told me to tell you. Sure. It's like, I'm sorry, you don't have some special relationship with Capricorn that tells me to bet on black at this casino, boo-boo. Like, I don't believe in it, but I do believe in it. I think that there is probably some significance to where the stars were at the moment that I was born, in the same way that I think there's probably some significance to some sort of godlike creative force in the universe. Probably a little bit somewhere, but I don't think, some app or some hippie on Venice Boulevard is going to be able to tell you all your secrets based on the stars.
What is my answer to this question?
Not the thinking fingers.
The thinking hands.
Thank you. But they're thinking fingers.
They're thinking fingers.
Because that's how it started.
I do it.
Let us know if you want thinking fingers merch.
I believe in a divine force that created the universe and everything in it. I believe that there's an inherent energy in the universe. And so I do think that we are connected to the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, the same way that I think we are connected to the other creations of the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, meaning the stars, the planets, the sun, the moon. And so I really like astrology. I don't follow it religiously. I just think it's very insightful. And personally, for me, I don't think there's any harm in me listening to my little daily Cancer horoscope playlist on Spotify on my way to work in the morning. Because at the end of the day, it's basically just an affirmation or some piece of advice that I can either take or leave. And sometimes I find them really helpful. Do I think it is specifically tailored to me and my exact experience? I don't think so. But anything that forces people or encourages people to look inward and reflect and take in the bigger universe, I think is a pretty cool thing.
There's so much about that answer, Sam, that was just so beautiful and that I completely agree with.
But I don't base my life choices off of it.
We as humans are incapable of closing some loops, like what is the meaning of life? And so we find false evidence to close those loops when we're really just looking to have our own beliefs fortified. But I don't think that our beliefs should be fortified by the stars. I think our beliefs should be fortified by facts and science.
I think the stars are science.
I think the stars are science.
I don't think that them telling you to take a risk today is science.
Right, no, I think the stars are science, as in where are they and what are they doing? But I don't think that the stars are science means that because I was born in June, my personality is this.
Sure.
I think that that's ridiculous. In the same way that medicine is science, but that doesn't mean you take Advil for everything. We're doing the whole video on question 2. I'm sorry.
I know, that's why I mean, could you see it in my face? I was like, you're answering the next question.
It's the combination of tequila and astrology. I feel my face getting red.
I want a t-shirt that says tequila and astrology.
Oh my God, we have so many merch ideas just
Guys,
in this one video.
Guys, do you want merch? Let us know.
Question 3. Oh my God, stop me, baby.
Pretend like you didn't already hear Ryan answer this.
What?
Why do you think astrology exists? Just for some historical context, if you think
Oh, she brought receipts.
Yeah. If you're not very familiar with astrology, let me give you this little...
Let me educate you.
Let me educate you. Astrology is a pseudoscience that claims...
Pseudoscience. Go ahead.
That claims to divine information about human affairs and terrestrial events by studying the movement and relative positions of celestial objects. Here's the history. It's been dated to at least the 2nd millennium BCE. Wild. Many cultures have attached importance to astronomical events, such as the Hindus, Chinese, Mayan. Western astrology can trace its roots to the 19th to 17th century BCE Mesopotamia, from where it spread to ancient Greece, Rome, etc.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Ancient civilizations did all kinds of crazy.
Okay, but the history of the importance of stars and where the planets are and what the night sky looks like and all of the information that can lead you to, I think is just really fascinating.
Right, because they thought at that time that the Earth was the center of the universe and that everything was revolving around them.
I understand. So as far as why I think astrology exists, I think you already kind of hit the nail on the head. It's because there are certain things that we cannot fathom, and I don't think humans will ever be able to fathom, like what the stars mean and just what the universe is. So we try to close the gap. So we create religion, astrology, anything that gives us a sense of stability and either control or accepting a lack of control to a higher being.
Interesting. Ancient Germanic people thought that when there was a thunderstorm, it was because they had angered Thor. Like, people attributed events that they couldn't understand to events in the sky that they didn't understand. And I think we're doing the same stuff now. Oh, the reason I feel these emotions that I don't understand is because of celestial movements in the sky that I don't understand.
The reason all these bad things are happening is because
Mercury is in retrograde.
Whoa!
Mercury's in what now? More tequila for you. Let's get you nice and liquored.
Don't say that.
Let's get you nice and liquored up. These are my thinking fingers. I
think we've answered it.
The last point that I'll make on this just is the astrology skeptic, and I do find it fun, and I have a lot of friends who believe in this for some reason, and I like listening to them and having these conversations, even though I think that it's a little bit bat soup. But ancient civilizations attributed factors in their lives to the stars because they didn't have any other information. Now, we as modern people have access to almost infinite information and are still making the same mistake. And that just frustrates me. No, the reason that you feel an emotional imbalance is because of a neurochemical imbalance in your brain that can actually be metricized. We have medicine, we have science for that. There are still some things that can't be answered. What's the meaning of life? If the meaning of life to you is somewhere in the stars, no one has the answer for that. So if that's your answer, fine. I'm good with that. But if you're trying to justify your emotional chemistry with where the moon is, I'm just kind of like, we actually have science. We have data about that. You aren't in ancient Mesopotamia anymore, my friend.
But it's just, yes, all of that science checks out. And there's still the fact that the moon cycles is the same as female menstrual cycles. That connection, I can't wrap my brain around. And so that makes me feel like we are connected to the stars and the moon and the universe.
We are.
And so it's just
we are connected. So, certainly not in our lifetime are we going to understand how or why.
Exactly. But so it's if my feminine cycles are connected to the moon, who's to say that when the moon isn't acting out of some sort of gravitational pull that affects me as well?
Answer that question. Who is to say? Co-star? Co-stars to say? Who?
I don't know.
So probably no one is to say. Maybe there is a connection. Actually, probably there is a connection, but you don't know it, they don't know it, none of us know it.
Exactly.
So be comfortable in not knowing and stop telling me that because I'm a Gemini, that's why we don't get along, because you were born in November. Give me a break. We don't get along because you aren't trying hard enough or because you're probably a soup hole. We have tangible evidence for some of these questions. Stop blaming it on the fact that I was born in June. It just bothers me.
Next question. Question number 4.
Wait, we've only answered 2.
That's not true. We did, what's your sign? Do you believe in astrology? Why do you think astrology exists? This is question number 4.
Oh my God.
Question number 4. What annoys you about astrology? Cheers. So let me go first. I would say my answer is probably very similar to your answer in a sentiment that you've already shared. What annoys me about astrology is when people base every life decision around it or treat their friends horribly because of their signs. When people base decisions off of their horoscope, that annoys me. I believe in something bigger. I believe it's all connected. But for me, like, the CoStar app is just fun, and I'll read my daily horoscope, and if it resonates with me, I'll take it. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna base any decisions in my day off of that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, this is going to seem like a very big leap, and I'm sure people are gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna go there.
Oh no.
Why is racism wrong?
What? Wait.
Hold on. Why is racism wrong? Because you are making snap judgments and holding prejudice about people based on the color of their skin. You are black, therefore you are this. That is unacceptable. You are born in June, therefore you are this.
Oh my God.
That's unacceptable. Making judgments...
It's prejudice.
Making judgments about people without knowing them based on one factor that you have decided is unacceptable. Yeah. I'm not saying that following astrology and racism are the same thing, but I'm saying that taken to a certain extent, they do intersect.
Yeah.
They are blind prejudice. Yeah. Do not make an assumption about my character based on my birthday. That's not fair. Make an assumption on my character based on getting to know me, based on putting the work in.
Based on your experience.
And not even based on my experience.
No, based on their experience with you.
Yeah, absolutely. That is what I'm saying. I know that seems like a crazy bridge to try to join, but I think that there is a very merited point there. If race is too touchy, then we can talk about sexism. We can talk about any kind of ism.
It's just any judgment based on X, Y, or Z.
Any sort of ism, exactly. Any judgment based on anything other than your experience. Because you said experience, remember?
Did I say it like that? There's an intersect. Don't judge people because they're a Gemini, period.
No, don't judge people at all. Don't judge people because they're in anything. That's what we're trying to get to. Like that's this like woke posturing on the internet. Like I feel like there's a huge intersection between all of the like, I am a feminist, I am anti-racist, and also I believe in Mercury being in retrograde, so that means everyone who's a Scorpio this month is going to be a piece of to me. Like, you can't have both. You can't be anti-racist and pro-judging people based on the stars. Like, it's the same, it's a very different thing, but it's the same, it's rooted in the same...
It's the same genus.
Wow, you came out with genus in this, wow. Like, you unlocked 8th grade animal science for me. Like, genus in this...
Next question.
Next question. Whew. You just read it. How do you not know what it is?
I know. Last question.
Question number 5.
Question number 5. Interested to hear your answer.
Okay.
What is the most significant thing the stars have taught you?
I did the line first.
We are all connected to something bigger. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what that looks like, but I think the feeling of being connected to something bigger eventually makes you turn inwards more and reflect on how you are involved in the bigger picture and what being connected to something bigger teaches you. And so, let me refer to my notes. And so basically, I think the stars, astrology, all of it, just bring people to be more connected to themselves. So I think that the stars have taught me to be connected to myself, and that when I am connected to myself, I am also connected to everything. And I know that sounds so hippy-dippy and like...
Yeah, I mean, but it also sounds Buddhist. I think when you place God, and I think for some people God is the stars, for some people God is Christian, for some people God is Islam, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think when you place God outside of you, mm-hmm. you diminish yourself. Mm. I think when you place God, the stars, whatever, inside of you, you enhance yourself.
Yes.
And if you learned that lesson from the stars, I think that's fantastic.
And it's also interesting because I do think that there is some connection to, like, even in Christianity, like, I am designed by God, or we are, like, of God. That to me feels the same as we are of the universe. We are of the stars. We are of the same matter.
Yes.
Everything's connected.
Everything in the observable universe is of the same stuff. Mm-hmm. That is definitely noteworthy. This is going to sound maybe a little like nihilistic, but
I don't know what that means. Rejecting all religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless. Oh God, go ahead.
So this is going to sound nihilistic, but the stars taught me how wholly, with the W, insignificant I am, which I think is incredibly empowering.
Interesting. Okay.
The universe is, as far as we know, infinite.
Yeah.
And the questions that we have answered are so vastly outnumbered by the questions that we haven't answered. It is almost laughable how f***ing smart we think we are.
Yeah.
The lesson that I have learned from the stars is that we are but a speck in the grand scheme of the universe. So we should stop taking ourselves so seriously. We should stop thinking we know everything, and we should just live life for today in joy and in service of being the best we can, and stop trying to answer questions we'll never answer. Stop trying to be smarter than everyone next to us. Stop trying to be prettier. Stop trying to be better, and just be. Because that is what the stars are doing. That is what everything else is doing, but we somehow have connected ourselves to this human narcissism that is not of the stars. It is not of the universe. It is not of any god. It is of us, and it is cancerous, not in the sense of being born in July, but in the sense of a tumor that has metastasized out of control. That's what the stars have taught me.
Oh my God. You also just gave me a tattoo idea, which I know I'm shots in and I should take with a grain of salt tomorrow, but holy crap. I am obsessed with everything that you just said. Holy cow. I can't think of a better way to end this video than with what Ryan just said.
I'm Ryan.
Guys, thank you
Thanks
so much for
everyone.
watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully it entertained you. Maybe it informed you.
Are you not entertained? Isn't that from a movie?
I think like 300 or something. Beats me.
300
Gladiator?
movies?
No. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe as always. And we will see you all in a future video. We love you, Daddy. Bye.